Hi there, my name is Keegan Gemmel, and I am the Game Master here for the Fiction First podcast, and I just wanted to pop in real quick and thank you for joining us here for our first episode, and I just want to give you a brief introduction on what we're trying to do here. This podcast is about collaborative storytelling. We are playing the role-playing game Monster of the Week, which is created by Michael Sands and published by Evil Hat Productions. Our story is set in Eberron, which is a pulp noir Dungeons & Dragons setting. Specifically, this game takes place in the fantasy metropolis called Sharn, or the City of Towers, aptly named, as it is a city mostly comprised of these massive spires that rise up into and beyond the clouds. So what we end up with is almost like a weekly television show that combines swashbuckling fantasy, old monster movies, and whatever else is fun in the moment. If you're unfamiliar with role-playing games, just know that neither myself nor the players know where any particular story is going to go, and that we are going to play to find out. I hope that you enjoy, and that you join us for the next episode. Let's get started with our first session here of Monster of the Week set in Sharn. We are our first scene kind of zooms in on this dreary, dingy detective agency in Sharn. On the door it says, "If it's mysteries, ... come here for your mystery needs. Come here to this agency." Kind of scrawled on a piece of paper stuck to the door. And let's go ahead and introduce our characters, the investigators that inhabit this office. So let's go ahead with Frank.
Yes, so my name is Rhett, and I will be playing Frank Turner. He is a half-orc, a distant relation to House Thrash, which is a dragon-marked house. He is the professional of the group. He knows how to get the job done, as long as that job involves punching people or shooting them. He prefers to be in the field. The office work part of it is not his strong point. That's about
It's okay, you have an intern for that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, cool. Mark.
All right, so my name is Mark, and my character is Halwyn Rindal. He is a half-elf, and he's, modeled on the Flake. So he's more of an investigator. He's kind of a manipulator. He's a cocky, sort of trying to outsmart everybody sort of detective.
Yeah, he's the brains.
Yeah, he's the brains, but also he's been known to ruffle feathers, ask too many questions, that sort of thing. So
cool.
We'll see what kind of wacky trouble we get in. You can cut that, just like that.
No, we're leaving it. Now on to the next character.
All right, I am Kyle. I will be playing Paxton Thacker, Pax for short. He is a rising junior at Sharn State and the intern of
SSU.
and the intern of the detective agency here. I'm really just here to make it through summer, man. My mom wouldn't get off my case about finding a summer job. Uncle Frank, by some distant relation,
yes,
was kind enough to supply me with free unpaid labor for this summer. So
and college credit,
yeah. I really need to get.
We're still figuring out the paperwork on it.
we're not entirely sure.
Don't expect it to be prompt. Is all I'm saying.
No. But yeah,
cool.
I'm in here. I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
Are we doing voices? Are we cool with voices?
I mean, we're cool with voices.
Okay.
You don't have to do a voice.
You're not going to put the hammer down like Justin McElroy.
Character voice,
Yeah.
No. I mean, your character voice can just be a normal voice. Just spoken dramatically.
Right, of course.
Okay, cool. So the scene is set in this detective agency within the city of Sharn. Sharn is the city of towers. This massive city. Towers rise up into the sky, disappear, and there's some more towers above there. Divided into the lower, middle, and upper city for the most part. The wealth goes up the towers. This office of If It's Mysteries is set is in the middle section of Sharn, specifically in the Underlook district, which is a historical district of Sharn, but it has seen better days. It used to be a hotspot for nightlife, restaurants, clubs, taverns all around, but a lot of that is closed down now. Resources went further up in the city. It got diverted to the war effort that just ended 4 years ago. It's a lot of residential areas, but it is also a hotspot for investigation agencies.
Yeah.
There are others like you in the district.
There's no one like me. Shut your mouth.
There's no one quite like this group, definitely. But all of them kind of operate under the banner of House Thrashk. They are licensed and accredited by the dragon-marked house that runs the investigation scene in Sharn and throughout all of Breland. So, let's kind of zoom into our first actual scene here, where we have Frank, Howin, and Paxton in the office. Today is kind of an important day because we are getting a visit from an individual known as Tender Thrashk. He's the person that's in charge of, he's basically like the health inspector for investigation agencies, but he's going around and making sure that the office meets the standards of House Thrashk, because they have to ensure that, or else their name loses its respect. I don't know.
Listen, we got the stamp on the door just like everybody else.
Yeah. So he's here to see whether that stamp will stay up or not. So Tender is this half orc with this reddish brownish tint to his skin and kind of flowing black hair. He dresses fairly well. He's kind of a higher up in the Dragonmarked house, as far as he's in charge of overseeing most of the agencies here in Sharn. And he also has a friend with him, a human inquisitive named Victor, who is kind of a rising star investigator.
Vic the Dick.
Yep.
Because he's a private eye.
That's not his Christian
name, private eyes
but...
dicks.
Yep. No, totally. So, and Victor is this human who dresses kind of ostentatiously. He wears this purple cloak and this orange shirt underneath with kind of this news cap kind of hat. He has this big cane that is hooked and goes down and has like this handle of ivory. And he's kind of just like going around and like looking through your files, and he's basically contracted to also help ensure that you're meeting standards.
Thinks we keep files.
Yeah, it's probably a scene where like he goes to like a drawer and pulls it out, and then just like dust flies out of it, or like he opens one like a manila folder, and then just like a fly comes out.
Yeah, there's a piece of pizza like you open it, and the cheese is stuck with the other side.
Yeah, so in the actual scene, Tender would probably be talking to Frank and would say, "This doesn't look good, Frank. I don't know what to tell you."
Listen, it's been a little slow lately, and we got this intern in. He's been going through the old records. I asked him to clean them out, meaning organize. It seems he just threw them off the edge of the tower.
Threw them off the edge of the tower.
Yeah, a lot of our records off the edge of the tower. It wasn't great. He's a cousin, twice removed. Okay. We're working on it.
He has this little notepad that he's just kind of writing in as you're talking about all of this.
Terrifying.
We'll make it right, I promise. It's just, right now, the paperwork side of the office doesn't look so great, but, we've got some jobs we've been working on. I've been surveilling this Peepin' Tom kind of a situation. The Peepin' Tom thinks that people are following him, so okay.
Also,
he's actually hiring us.
Incidentally, he also lost his cat.
And these are hot prospects for you all.
Well, we found the cat, so that part's been...
Yeah, we have. He's arguing that it's not his cat, so he hasn't paid us yet, but it's his cat.
It fits the description.
We know it's his cat. He's lying. He doesn't want to pay, but we got ways for that.
Okay, Tender continues to write things down in this notepad, and Victor, who's going around the office, eventually turns around and says, "This place can't function for much longer, right? Like, I can't imagine you guys are bringing in much money, especially with the budget cuts."
Well, fair. First of all, let me say you're looking very dapper today, Victor. It's a lovely outfit you have there. I'm not sure if I would wear it for surveillance, but if you were trying to attract a lot of attention away from your partners, great look. I appreciate it.
Yeah, he kind of shrugs. He naturally attracts attention anyway, so he he's okay with that. And you have heard of Victor before. He has put more people in jail than 5 other Inquisitives combined.
I feel like I hate him.
It's not the way.
He's not really a likable person.
It's not the way I would do it, but who am I to judge? You're very successful.
Right.
You know how it is. This district, it used to be hot. People used to care about culture, and then the war took away a lot of that. But it's on the rebound. We've got a new bagel shop. That's the first thing that comes to a neighborhood when things are turning around. First a bagel shop, next dead bodies for us to investigate.
The correlation between bagels and murder is remarkably high.
But tender nods, and he needs to, that. I mean, that does check out in our studies actually. So I'll write that down. That is a good sign. What's Paxton doing during all this? He kind of chimed in with a sup at the beginning, but like, what do we see him doing in the office as this is going
so
on?
when they told me to go through the files, I was just in the corner like playing around in this like empty folder.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of like looking up and hoping no one talks to me.
Sure. Yeah.
You're like making little tears in that corner of it.
Just taking pieces of paper out and putting them in the trash. Just piece by piece.
Every once in a while, like Tender or Victor will go and like look over at you, and you'll be doing something else weird and like ineffective, like looking up at the ceiling and like counting things,
tracing the hand
on a file.
Yeah,
on a file that says important.
And eventually Tender's like, "You're not paying him, right?"
No, strictly for college credit.
Yeah,
good.
Yet.
Oh.
Yet.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. We definitely, if you do a good job, buddy, there may be something in it for you at the end.
I'll tell you what, when I get paid, you get paid.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, Uncle Frank.
Is Howard working pro bono right now?
No.
Are we making money?
No, but
that's kind of what I was going
You're
with.
making a little bit of money, maybe. You got paid in
We're
like
not destitute. Yeah, but we need the next good score to keep the lights on, so to speak.
Hey, Uncle Frank, how come the sink isn't working again?
Well, somebody put a bunch of gum on the faucet.
Oh.
I'm still investigating that, but I have a suspect in mind.
It's a mystery. Eventually, the interview is finished, and Tender just says, sometimes you just gotta go out in the city and find your work instead of wait for it to come to you, guys. Especially in dire times like this.
Right you are, Tender. I've been telling the guys that for days, and we were just about to go do so. So thank you for the inspiration. We appreciate it, as always. Say hello to your mother for me.
He kind of questioningly kind of like gives you this look, like, what are you talking about kind of look. But he just shakes his head and says, I'm going to be back in a week. And then we're going to reassess your accreditation from the house. Hopefully things will turn up by then. Hopefully that bagel shop will open up and all will be well.
So yeah.
People will be dead.
Hopefully there will be a slew of murders.
Yeah, so he and Victor step out into the street.
I hate sucking up to those guys. I'm terrible at it. What did I even
say? Is that what you were doing?
I blacked out for a bit there. What did I even say?
The point is, we're in trouble if we don't find some cases, solve them, and actually get paid for them. I don't think that Peeping Tom is actually going to pay us for finding the cat.
Man, we'll see about that.
So I would like for any of you, one of you, multiple people, to kind of set up a new scene for us here. How you're going about finding new jobs.
You guys want to check out that bagel shop? See if it's open yet?
Yeah, so you all want to go together to this bagel shop?
I was thinking I might reach out to a contact.
That would be a good idea.
To see if they know of any dealings
Okay.
that might need investigating.
I like it.
I was going to say, you want to come to the bagel shop?
He said he was going to buy me a bagel.
Because God knows you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Come on, I'll buy you a bagel. Seems like you're not thinking very well right now. Maybe you're hungry. Is that it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
That's it.
I think that's a perfect setup for how this game will continue to go, I imagine. two of you go to get some bagels, while the other person
Goes to do some work.
contacts his criminal friends underground to get information or whatever contacts you have.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Trying to decide which one to do first here, but let's go ahead and let's do the bagels first.
Cool.
Like I always say, bagels first.
Yeah.
Most important part of the day.
Bagels first, mysteries second.
Bagels, family, and then mysteries.
Yeah. 3 pillars of life.
I feel like this bagel shop's going to be a staple, like,
Oh, yeah.
for the run.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Real cops, donuts. Fantasy cops, bagels.
Yeah. Fantasy bagels.
Yeah, right. Cool. Yeah, so you head over to the bagel shop, which is doing a bit of a soft opening, and there are some people kind of gathered around. There's a bit of a line going out the front. It seems to be poppin'.
Yeah.
The store's name is called Maximum Rise. And they are just giving out some free bagels to drum up excitement, and
Right.
all seems to be well.
Yeah.
However, thinking of it kind of like a TV show. There's a little bit. We can see the bagel shop in the distance, and then there's kind of a slow cutaway to an alley off to the side, further down the road. It's sometime during the day, but daytime in Sharn can be difficult to qualify depending on where you are. A lot of times you look up and you just see bridges and the little specks of light that go in between them. And depending on where you live in Sharn, you may not see sun very often. But the city is always continuously lit by these ever bright torches and lanterns that are fueled by magical flame. Always giving a fair amount of light where it's needed. So often this kind of somewhat lit alleyway.
It's lit.
It's lit. There's a cluster of people.
Somewhat lit.
There's a couple of people kind of gathered around there, kind of clustered together, looking to be passing things back and forth. Seemingly some sort of illicit deal going on.
Ooh.
And then
I've got an idea.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we come up on the line, and I'm like, screw this line. Let's see if there's another entrance.
Okay.
And I think we go towards that alley.
Cool. Sure. Yeah. So you're sneaking around trying to find a different entrance to this bagel shop.
Yeah.
Like their back door
Yeah.
into their kitchen.
Yeah.
to sneak in.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And you kind of stumble upon this act as it's happening right now. The couple of the people, seemingly, there's a dwarven individual and a couple of humans that are seemingly buying some sort of goods. And then they kind of see other people come down the alleyway. They turn their heads, look at you, and then kind of like shuffle away further down, leaving another individual, kind of this taller shifter individual, this half person, half were beast with hair all over their face and these kind of like clawed fingers, wearing this dark trench coat.
I was looking for an entrance to the bagel shop. Did you get a bunch of bagels? Are you giving them out? Is that what's happening in the alley? Alley bagels.
The voice, like from this distance. I imagine you're like still like a fair ways away.
Like, hey, you got any bagels?
You hear this feminine voice call and say, "No bagels here."
Oh, okay.
Like none? None bagels?
None bagels.
Friends, I have no bagels to give.
Well, what do you have? I saw some people there. It's kind of odd. What are you selling?
Why are you guys hanging out back here? What's going on?
Yeah, this individual turns and then goes away from you. They turn and they walk, start to cross over into another alley and start to walk away from you.
Huh.
Out into the street.
That's weird.
Not a very good detective, Uncle Frank.
Listen, I do. You're new to this.
Oh, okay.
Part of being a detective is scaring away potential crimes.
Oh, yeah. So were they...
Oh, so he meant to do that.
Yep.
He meant to bust up that potential deal.
Yep.
Cool.
Tell you what, do your Uncle Frank a favor. I'll go get in line for the bagels. You tail that were being.
Okay.
And let me know
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah, I can do that.
You would know they were called shifters.
Shifter.
All right, yeah. I'm going to tell him. I'm
Okay.
going to follow that guy.
Cool.
The intern tail somebody.
Yeah, I got this.
I really want a bagel.
Perfect. So Frank heads off to go get some more bagels, and I think we're gonna have our first roll of the game
God.
as Paxton the intern attempts to tail this shifter.
Shifty.
Is it the werewolf or the dwarf?
The werewolf-ish person.
Okay.
Kind of a mix between humans and
Gotcha.
lycanthropes. You have a question?
No, I was gonna say if it had been a bakery, we might have had a roll earlier in the game. But it's a bagel place.
Wow.
Nice.
Boo.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So
Red likes to eat bread vicariously through his characters.
that's true. Yeah. So this role is going to be a representative of you tailing this person, kind of staying out of sight, maybe not trying to draw too much attention to yourself while you're trying to ascertain what they're doing. So let's, just so that we can see how well you tail the individual, go ahead and roll to act under pressure. So roll and then add your cool.
This is 2d6.
2d6.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, add my cool. So I have good cool bonus.
Cool.
That's a 7 altogether
Okay,
with my
so
bonus.
Total of 7 for act under pressure. So the result for that is I'm going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. Interesting. Okay. I think you follow the individual through the buildings and across a couple of the bridges that kind of arch and connect over. Looking down, there's these hundreds, thousands of feet below you that just continue to go down and down. But it's normal to you living in this city. You get into a crowded area and you start to lose the shifter. You are not close enough to tell anything that's happening.
Okay.
You do see them in the distance turn off into a corner and head down a further alleyway. Once you see that, a couple of moments after, as you're getting closer, you see this flash of green light coming, kind of cast against the wall, coming from the inside of the alleyway that you cannot see.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
So I'm basically looking at an alley, and all I see is this ominous green glow coming from the alley.
Just a pulse, and then the light is gone.
And that's it?
Yes.
I'm going to peek around the corner.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll to read a bad situation.
Okay.
So add your sharp.
Oh, uh-oh. That's not a good one. Just a 5, natural.
Okay, total of 5. You don't have any sharp.
Nope.
Cool. Yeah, so I think you kind of peek around the corner, and then something just slams right into you. It's the person you were following.
Okay.
They run out of this alleyway, slam their shoulder like right into your chest, and knock you to the ground, dealing you 1 harm.
I mean, I play lacrosse.
I know, but you rolled real bad.
Also, doesn't he get to mark experience?
Oh yeah, right. You're very good.
So you learn from your mistakes in this game.
Absolutely. Okay. So mark 1 harm and then mark an experience, 1 for 1.
Should I start from the left side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you speak English?
We start from the middle.
I do a lot of
work
anime.
out.
Yeah.
You are a fairly tough individual, and you are on the club lacrosse team, the Sky lacrosse team.
You're a thick boy.
Yeah, definitely. But unfortunately, this just catches you totally by surprise.
Okay.
And just sends you kind of on your butt on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And this person that you're following just slams into you and continues running, and they're holding their hand and just like screaming, like squealing in pain. They're kind of like holding their hand and trying to like shake their hand.
Okay. So he's clearly in pain.
Yes, she is clearly in pain.
She is in pain.
Yes.
So she is the lycanthrope.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything you would like to do to remedy this? At this point, there are a number of people gathering and trying to like see what's going on as this person's kind of in the middle of the street, like screaming.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm still pretty taken aback by getting bowled over by this individual.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna like try to collect myself and just like, hey, what's going on here? Are you good?
Sure. Yeah, you call that out.
You good?
You good?
Are you good?
Yeah, you call that out, and then the shifter kind of like turns to look at you, and then she kind of shouts, "As like, no, help!" And then you see like on her hand, like there's this like steam rising from her hand, and on her hand there's this weird grayish green gunk on it, for lack of a better word, that seemingly seems to be burning her hand and causing her immense pain.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What do you want to do?
You should get that off.
You should get that checked.
You should take that off your hand.
The music swells, and then you should get that off. Yeah, so she continues to scream in pain, and then you see her kind of hunch over and then just start loping on all fours, sprinting as fast as she can. She leaps up onto a nearby fire escape and clambers up onto the roof and disappears from sight.
I didn't do anything. Can I look down the alley at like where she was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just gonna look down the alley and
Yeah.
see.
Looking down the alley, you find kind of like what looks to be a globe type device, made from some sort of thick glass that has been shattered. Seemingly, it's kind of like split in two on the ground, seemingly empty.
I'm kind of looking at it. I don't really investigate too hard, but I just kind of want to like kick the glass around and see if it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it just kind of bobbles and rolls around a little bit. But
so there's none of that apparent like gunk stuff that's anywhere near the.
Seemingly not.
Okay.
Other than that, it just kind of looks like a glass globe that's been broken in half.
Can I pick up one of the pieces?
Take it.
I'm gonna pick up all the pieces.
Take it all
and put them in my book bag.
My book bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a backpack. Cool.
So I picked up all the pieces, and then I'm gonna go back to Uncle Frank, where hopefully he has my bagel.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you gather up the pieces of the glass dome, and then just to cut right back to Frank chowing down on a bagel.
Yeah. Do you have a veggie schmear or just plain? What options are we getting in this free buffet? Plus, I need at least 3 bagels, but if you have more, I would not say no.
He's kind of questioning these waiters and then the owners of the bagel place, who are very busy and like trying to like be nice and like kind of provide what he wants, and they direct him to some hummus and so some other small
Where are the
offerings.
lox? I need some lox.
You get your shmia and
sorry,
your
Red. None of the rest of us have lived in New York. We don't know. We don't know about bagels.
You didn't live above a bagel shop? I don't know. You're missing out.
I know. Yeah. So cool. So at that point, Paxton arrives back to the bagel shop. Wow, you are just having a nice time.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you just in time. Did you want yours toasted?
Just cream cheese.
Okay.
First things first. Bagels.
All right, I already got that ready to go. What's
Cool.
next?
Yeah, so you guys can like step around to the side to be
Yeah.
like a small table outside.
Yeah.
Frank, come out here real quick.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? You seem out of breath.
So I followed the dog lady.
Good.
Now he might not know what they're called.
Maybe
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
So
in polite society, we call them shifters.
yeah. So I found her and I followed her, and there was an alleyway. First of all, it's very important that there's an alleyway.
Checks out.
I could not tell you where it is now. So
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to put that in the report to the school.
okay. She went down the alley, and it was kind of far away because I stopped to tie my shoe. And so I get there, and I look, and there's a giant green light. I don't know where it came from, but I heard a giant smash. Lots of screaming, and the shifter comes out, and she's screaming, and she's got this like mucusy pus all over her hand. It's smoking, so I can only assume that there was some sort of pain involved. Because she was kind of not happy about it being there.
The screams of pain also kind of.
Yeah. She was definitely screaming in pain.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah. So you go through and you give him all of the details.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what you know.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that globe.
Yeah, so I whip around my backpack and unzip it.
Because it was only on one shoulder.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And there's just shards of glass, like a bunch of broken glass in here that I picked up.
Yeah.
You reach in blindly.
And I hand it over to Uncle
He
Frank.
opens up and you look down, you see the glass.
Yeah, I'm going to open the bag and go, oh, okay, we're going to need to take this back to the office because I might have to dump this out.
Yeah.
This is...
I didn't actually think about pulling it out, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but I want to see if maybe there's like a make on this or something that could tell us what alleyway you were in, perhaps.
It was a couple blocks that way. I know that.
Sure. You could roughly give him the description to get back to where it was. So you want to take it back to the office?
Yeah, I want to take it back to the office and have the sharpest person at the office take a look at this.
Sure.
Glass sharp, I like it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you can take your bagels to go, and we'll
I got one for you, Howland.
Oh, good. Well, Howland, in the meantime, is reaching out to a contact of some kind. Mark, do you have any ideas as to what kind of contact that is?
You know, like any kind of semi-legitimate detective. Maybe I've got like a homeless person that
Okay.
is my eyes and ears.
Ooh, can I pitch you something?
Go for it.
Street urchin. Maybe.
Okay.
Like a kid.
Yeah.
Who keeps his ear to the ground. And
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of myself.
Oh yeah. I like that.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, mister.
see something of yourself. Yeah, definitely cool.
What's his name?
We'll say that his name is Jeb.
Jeb.
Little Jebby.
Jeb.
Yeah. So he's this kid. He kind of has a kind of a ruddy face, and his clothes are ill-fitting and hand-me-down clearly. So, but he knows a lot of information because the adults don't think he's listening. When he's going around the city, and he's kind of getting all the information that no one wants him to have. So, cool. So, what are you reaching out to him in regards to?
Basically, just seeing if he knows of anything big going on in town.
Okay, cool. So, is this part of a move that you have? Is there a role associated with it?
So I roll plus charm and to see how available and how helpful they are.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead.
That's an 8.
8 total?
Yes.
So what's the result for 8?
So on a 7 and a 9, they're prepared to help, but it's either going to take some time or you're going to have to do part of it yourself.
Okay. I think the scene is you kind of asking him for help with just because you're not following a lead right now necessarily.
Right. I'm literally just grasping at straws.
Yeah. It's like, if you hear anything, let me know. So yeah, he'll tell you that he can definitely keep an eye out for you, keep an ear out. He'll come back to you in a couple of days with potential mysteries.
I flip him a copper.
Yeah.
And I say, keep your nose clean, Jeb.
Thanks, mister. No, I don't know if I want him to have that kind of voice. But he's like, yeah, definitely.
My nose ain't ever clean. I live on the street. That's rude of you. I don't have access to water.
he's like, look! And he blows
a hot snot rocket at you.
Good.
Give me my
cool.
copper back.
Well, that's Jeb.
Jeb.
So in who knows, in a couple of days, he can come to you with a new mystery, a new point of interest for that, as he does your work for you. Again, contracting out to children and interns.
It's a living.
Wait, you paid him?
That's true.
I did.
Jeff has made more money than you have.
I'm so upset. I don't know this stuff.
He definitely doesn't.
Shut up and
Paxton.
eat your bagel.
Yeah, definitely don't tell Paxton about that. All right, cool. He says that he'll look into some of the stuff that the Boromar clan has been getting up to recently, and see if there's anything that you can dig into there.
Good.
So let's get you all back together again in the office. It's kind of getting it's good Foley work there. Yeah, good sound effects.
This will be great.
Yum.
This will be great for the listener at home.
Yep.
Crunch. Mine's toasted.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can do that kind of like an ASMR kind of thing. Yeah. Like, welcome to my bagel shop. Just crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
ASMR bagel. Okay.
All right, so you're back in the office all together. You've brought Hal and his bagel. What kind of bagels did everyone have? Important question.
I got an everything bagel with a vegetable cream cheese. Howland has a cinnamon raisin bagel.
Okay.
Bold combination. He threw lox on there.
Okay.
Little salt,
sweet and savory.
Sweet and savory. It's a lot of flavor, but that's my man. And then
I like the toasted cheddar bagel with the cream cheese.
There it is.
Cheese on cheese on cheese.
That's what I got.
So you're all together. How when they brought you up to speed on what they have heard or what they saw and the incident that they ran into.
Bunch of glass, Howland. Gonna need you to take a look at this.
Pax, I like you taking the initiative there.
We couldn't figure out how to get it out of the book bag, so
It's sharp.
Well, just lay something down and pour it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dump it on your desk if that's all right.
I would have appreciated a blanket down or something, but that.
There's some loose papers around.
Pax.
What?
Wait.
Do we have any more loose paper?
Do we have any?
Yeah, there's actually some that I threw away this morning. So I'll dump that. I dumped the trash on his desk.
You dump the trash on my desk, and then you dump glass on my desk.
That's about right.
Fantastic.
I didn't.
I
didn't mean to dump. I thought that was gonna be something soft. I'd already started pouring I apologize.
So now there's some glass under the paper.
Yeah.
And more glass on top of the paper.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Buddy, we got to work on our teamwork tax.
Yeah, Uncle Frank. I jumped the gun.
It's okay. I know you.
Alwyn sighs heavily and investigates the glass.
Cool. To be honest, it's exactly what it looks like, but maybe there's something else that you gather from it.
Well, I was hoping, like,
Yep,
there's
it's
a
glass.
maker's mark of some sort, because it was a globe, right? It wasn't just
Yes.
like...
Yeah, and as far as the size that we're talking about, maybe like a volleyball size globe, so not a small one, pretty sizable.
And definitely hollow, like
Yes,
clearly hollow.
hollowed in. Yes.
All right, so investigate mystery.
Yes, please. Plus sharp.
Oh no,
Oh no.
Ooh, hell.
that is a 4.
Ooh, snake eyes. Not a good
Experience.
roll. Yeah.
Ching.
Yeah. So I mean, it's exactly. I mean, it looks exactly what they say it is. It's glass. It's a glass orb.
Mhm.
There's nothing you gather otherwise.
This is really all you can bring me is just shattered glass.
Well, there was the nasty, like, burning acid stuff. And the green light. That's about it.
you already told me about all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So,
I thought you might be able to tell something from the glass, but it sounds like we're going to need to find that alley and see if there's any...
Sounds
Any
like whatever
ooze?
was on her hand was probably trapped in here.
can I propose a working theory?
Yes,
Please,
Bold.
please, intern.
This is
Bold move.
This is what I would gander happen. I heard a crash. I saw the light.
Is that proper use of gander?
He saw the light.
Yeah, so what I think someone threw the orb near the dog lady. The shifter, sorry.
Shifter.
It's very culturally insensitive.
So I think that the thing smashed and then the gray stuff got on her and it burned.
Okay. That's a pretty good theory.
Bold theory.
Counter theory, she was stealing it and dropped it.
Okay, yeah. That's a big splash.
It's made of glass. It's not exactly bulletproof. Bolt-proof.
Whatever bullets are.
Whatever bullets are.
Can I-
Magic bolts.
Keegan, can I pick up another piece of the glass from the desk and then drop it on the floor and see if it...
Sure.
I'm going to do that. Does
Uh,
it shatter or does it stay intact?
I think it stays intact.
Okay.
It's not.
It's lighter.
Yeah, but it also is. It does seem to be a pretty sturdy make. It is not frail.
Okay.
All right.
Now there's glass on the floor.
Now, yeah.
And all over Halwyn's desk,
Yeah. All right.
mixed in with the trash.
Just for trying to show me up there, even though I think you may be right, go ahead, clean this up.
Yeah. Do we have a broom?
What do I look like? A one-stop shop? A cleaning
I
service?
pick up glass with my bare hands and then toss it into the trash can.
That's what interns are for, man.
Yeah.
And then like you bring it over to the trash can, then you see like that there is a broom that's been snapped in half and is in the trash can in front of you.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can maybe get the bristles to use in the future. Yeah, man. I'm just imagining that this office is just empty.
It's 2 desks and an empty file
and a
cabinet.
trash can.
We have like one plant.
A full trash can that's dead.
Yeah. We've got a pot full of dirt.
It's on the way out, yeah.
It was a plant.
All right. Stop playing around. Let's go investigate this alley.
All right. I think I know the way. I don't know the way.